Good morning. Today's Tuesday, and I want to talk about something that really we all forget to do. And life is fast, and it is busy, and it is chaotic, and it literally just takes our breath away sometimes because we're just trying to make it through from one day to the next. But I want to ask you a question. When was the last time that you became fully engaged in life? I mean, you were like a sponge and you were taking in every single thing you could. You were loving all of the senses that you were now paying attention to, whether it was the singing of the birds, or you were being able to smell some great food cooking, or you just were able to stop and take notice of a very tender moment and really became aware that you were alive. When was the last time you did that? When was the last time that you were paying attention to the life that you've been given? Too often, let's be honest, we take it for granted. We take all of our lives for granted. We take the people in our lives that matter the most for granted. We forget their birthdays. We forget to tell them that we were thinking about them. And we just assume that they're always going to be there. That doesn't happen. You and I both know that. That sometimes things happen and we miss opportunities and we forget the chances that we had because we're not engaged in life. We need to start paying attention because I'm going to tell you right now, life is going to go too quick. And if you haven't already noticed that, you will soon. You know, 2 weeks ago, I shared a very emotional video about how proud of my boys I am, and I did not realize how emotional I actually was until after I watched it. So I loaded it and shared it out there and didn't realize how that had impacted me. In that moment, I was engaged in life. That was how I felt at that particular moment. And I could have done a few things. I could have re-recorded that and dismissed it. But you know what? That was real. And you saw that. Maybe you felt it too. I know I had one friend reach out to me and basically tell me that I ruined her makeup because she was so engaged with what I was talking about that it made her feel something too. And when was the last time you felt something, that you allowed yourself to be so engaged that a simple moment, a tender word, something touched you and you knew you were alive? When was the last time that happened? You know, I write bills every week just like the rest of you, and there's a lot of obligations that come with being alive, whether it's making sure that you get kids to school and making sure that there's food in the house and cleaning the house when company's coming over and paying bills and all of those things. And we have to do all of those things. I get it. But when was the last time that you were like, you know what? I am so glad that I'm alive. I'm so glad that I get to go and spend time with people that I care about. I'm so excited about this upcoming vacation. I'm so excited about this interview that's coming up. When was the last time that your life was energized and it was exciting and it was something that you just could feel good about? When was the last time that happened? When you were engaged and you were expressing creativity and you were being imaginative and you were sharing everything that you know with the rest of us. Too often, we forget to be engaged in life. We pretend that we are bystanders, that we are somehow only allowed to watch. That's not true. Our job is to participate, to get involved, to get our hands dirty, to get gritty and get in the grindstone and do all of those things that people are attracted to, that people remember, that people feel the energy from, people that are going to grow, people that feel confidence, people that are feeling inspired. That's being engaged in life. You know, I have said for the last probably year that I have sought out moments to challenge myself. And there are times when I'm sure that people think that I'm crazy just to even attempt them. But you know what? When I challenge myself, when I go outside my comfort zone and I try and test my limits, that's when I feel engaged because I am doing something that most people wouldn't do. I am doing something that's hard. I am doing something that makes me better. And the majority of us don't do that. We don't take advantage of opportunities because we let fear and doubt and time and whatever other excuse we're going to come up with go ahead and just make us bypass it. We just go, nope, that's okay. You know what? I'm not doing that anymore. I want to be engaged. I want to make sure that I take advantage of every single second that I've got here. Because tomorrow, truth be told, I may not be. Get engaged with your life. Figure out what sets your heart on fire. Find your passion. Figure out what you love to do. Maybe go outside your comfort zone. Challenge yourself to do something you never thought you would ever do. And in those moments, I promise you, you will love the feeling of being alive. You can't help but not. Go outside and figure out what is going to get you moving. Find some inner motivation. Figure out what that drive is and go. Be engaged. Don't let it pass you by because you're going to be left with regrets and time that you can't get back. Have a great Tuesday. We'll see you in a couple. This is Michelle Homme with Constant Change.